Governor Chris Sununu joins me now from Manchester. Governor, you know, with all due respect, that's the way it's done. That's the kind of campaigning that the voters in New Hampshire want to see. Your candidate has been faulted for being a little bit too, too little too late, a little too timid, perhaps?
Really? You're going to criticize how Nikki Haley's gone about the campaign when she has knocked every single person who has challenged her on that debate stage? I mean, she's the last one standing. No one in the media thought it was just going to be Nikki Haley versus Donald Trump 6 weeks ago, and she's knocked them all out. So she's taken the exact right approach in this campaign.
Why didn't she do the debates? I mean, you know what the impact of that TV audience is to the whole state. Yeah.
Nikki,
why did she?
Whoa, Andrew. Nikki said she was doing the debate. It was, yeah. She said I will absolutely do the debate. It was Donald Trump who said no. She was very clear about that. You guys can't report that she backed out of a debate. She said I will absolutely get on the stage right now with Donald Trump, and he said no.
But she could have debated Ron DeSantis when he was still in the race. It would have given her a platform.
Wait, whoa. Ron DeSantis, the guy who got out of the race like on the day of the debate or that was getting, no, that guy was in single digits. His campaign was dead. Everybody knew that. So she wasn't going to debate. She had debated him 5 times and he was driven out of the race. So no, she said, I will absolutely debate Donald Trump. He's the one that absolutely chickened out. So you got to report it the right way.
Does she have a path to the nomination if she doesn't win in New Hampshire tonight or place a close second?
Of course. Well, of course she's going to be second.
No one has ever said, close second.
No one has ever said Nikki Haley has to win New Hampshire to continue. I mean, the fact that you guys are moving the goalposts and saying this is a must-win state for Nikki Haley, according to your math, then I guess it's a must-win state for Donald Trump, right? If he doesn't win and Nikki shocks him here, should he get out of the race? No, of course not, because there's 48 other states to go. And to build on that momentum out of Iowa, to get it down to 2 candidates, which no one thought was possible, to have a strong second, taking all that momentum into her home state of South Carolina, where the election isn't next week, by the way. It's like 3 or 4 weeks away. So she's going to have a ton of time to lay that ground game and talk about the success she's already brought to those constituents down there. That's an amazing opportunity for her.
Now, I love your passion, but it was you who first said she was going to win in New Hampshire, not any of the rest of us. But how will New Hampshire's undeclared voters play this time around? Do you think that they're going to come out in enough numbers? And do you think she will get more of the Republicans than the tracking polls would indicate?
Yeah. So, look, find me a poll that's ever been right. I mean, I was told on the day I got elected governor, I was told I was going to lose by 11 points, right? And we won big. So polls don't matter. They don't look at anything. The only poll that matters is today. You want a really high voter turnout. You want energy. And there is. We were out at the polls all morning today. The voter turnout is very strong. With Trump, he's kind of become the establishment guy. There's a lot of apathy on that side. If you want change, if you want something new, you're coming out today. And that's exactly what we saw. So I feel very, very good going into tonight.
You told Kristen Welker on Meet the Press on Sunday that you would support Donald Trump if he's the nominee. That's your pledge, despite speaking out so strongly against him for, a long time, even leading up to this campaign here in New Hampshire. He's a 4-time indicted former president who said he would that he would be a dictator, quote, except on day one. A dictator on day one and a strong man like the president of Hungary. Is that really a good alternative to run this country?
No, that's why I'm fighting for Nikki Haley. That's why I'm fighting so hard for Nikki Haley. You guys want to call it an election before the vote total is even in the first primary state. That's why we're fighting so hard for Nikki Haley, because she brings a new future. So she's got great conservative values, but she's so likable. She has great connection with the spectrum of voters, making sure that we focus on the next 5 or 6 hours getting the vote out. For all you voters that are out there that might be watching in New Hampshire, don't sit on the couch and wait to see if Donald Trump gets defeated. Go out there and be part of it. Don't complain that democracy is threatened with Donald Trump if you're not participating in the democratic way. He gets beaten at the ballot box. Don't wait for court cases. Don't wait for any of that. That's never happened. And those are all big hypotheticals. Do it today. This happens because voters come out, they engage in the process, and they vote. And everyone is galvanizing behind Nikki Haley. So that has been our focus the whole time.
I'm stuck on the whole question of why you would support him if he's the nominee of the party, given all the things you've said about him.
Because the alternative is Joe Biden. and he's absolutely crushed low-income and middle-income families in this country. He's absolutely done nothing to secure the border. He's caused his regulatory regime with all of his cabinet secretaries is putting so much pressure on states. No one wants to invest anymore. No, come on. In a general election, there's always an alternative, right? And Joe Biden is a horrible alternative. Kamala Harris is a disastrous alternative. Nobody wants to see that. So at the end of the day, this is about Nikki Haley. This is about Nikki Haley being the future. Does anybody want Trump and Biden? Nope. Nobody wants either of them. Nikki Haley is the best candidate to drive forward, galvanize the country together, and put all this nonsense behind us.
Well, okay, let me accept the proposition that she's got a possible run coming out of New Hampshire, and in South Carolina, she's got a month to do it. It's her home state, but he right now is dominant, but things can happen in politics. So let's say something happens with Donald Trump. The voters see something on the legal front or something else happens, and she is the last person standing and gets the nomination.
Yeah.
Would you consider being her running mate?
No, look, I'm not looking for anything like that. Let's just say Washington and me don't go so well together. I think they should. All those bums should be fired, frankly. So, no, I'm not looking for anything like that. I just believe in Nikki. I believe in the conservative credentials. She's a former governor, gets stuff done. I'm big on the international stuff. I think this world is on fire. I think you need somebody that really understands in great detail what's happening internationally, and no one can match her on that kind of stuff. And like I said, at the end of the day, she's just a great person. She's just someone you want to hang out with and just talk about whatever you can talk about with. And that's her connection. That's why she's done so well on the campaign trail here. All the other candidates got knocked out. DeSantis, gone. Vivek, gone. Chris Christie, gone. They all spend time here. They're all gone because she's creating a connection with voters here that no one else could do.
Well, if she does surprise everyone and wins and goes on to the nomination, you could hang out with her for 4 years if you ran with her and she won. Just saying.
I'll give her any advice she wants as president. I'd be honored to do so.